$20,000 American-made electric pickup with no paint, no stereo, no touchscreen. Okay.
Exactly.
You have my
Hello.
chicks.
Friends, fans, and fellow adventurers. Right as I switched to having us all on screen, that's what Steph comes out with.
I opened a new tab to go to Shard, and that was what was right in front of me. Oh my gosh.
She just reads whatever's in front of her. We just feed her all.
It's like the Anchorman.
Oh no.
Welcome back to Practical Heroes, Sands of Syldaris, Campaign 2. The music is going all over the place today. Apparently my computer is not happy today. And neither am I. But it's fine, because we've got Kuatoa. And speaking of Kuatoa, last time, you know what I just realised? We got the wrong music going. Last time, you guys continued your adventure in the Sunset Archipelago. You took a ride on the back of a dragon turtle. And you experienced a little bit more of the wild magic surges that are happening. Saw some weird shenanigans going on in the ocean. You fought a baby kraken. You won. And you landed, finally, on the shores of Boogledun, which we, of course, no longer spit for because we're not in Drunglung. You arrived in Boogledun, and you went to a nearby town, guided by a Kuatoa shaman who hailed you as the chosen ones who had arrived as the prophecy foretold. You went to meet one of the leaders, Grand Gurgle Eye, to learn a little bit more about this prophecy. And you were told that a great temple would rise out of the sea at sunset, and it was the prophecy of the chosen ones to enter the temple and return successfully. Potentially with the sands of Syldaris in hand. But the Kuatoa don't know what those are. You continued walking around Boogledun a little bit, taking in the locals, just killing some time before sundown. And you were greeted by a strange fellow known as Old Churgle. He seemed to know a thing or two about Boogledun and about the temple. He told you that maybe it's not such a great idea to go towards the temple. He thinks it'll doom everyone. But at that moment, the temple rose forth from the water, coral-shaped like a human skull, moving as if it was breathing and alive, a voice emanating from the temple. You could see there were dead bodies fused and fossilized to the coral, brave adventurers who had gone in previously and never returned. And so naturally...
But not like us, right, guys?
Yeah.
We're not, that's not gonna happen to us.
Naturally, you decided. These guys died and ended up fossilized to the temple, so let's go on in. So in you went. And it's a little fucked. It's a twisting, jagged mass of coral, shipwrecked wood and bones. It has this unnatural light pulsing throughout it. There's deep violet, sickly green. There are these, like, vein-like protrusions, which, as Mira touched one, the lights inside began to pulse in time with her heartbeat. And you saw, kind of squatting, I guess, inside the temple. They're Kuatoa, they're all hunched over. You saw, surprise, surprise, a whole bunch of Kuatoa, but they look different. They are horrific. Some of them have extra eyes, some of them have extra limbs. I have a whole description that will be read out momentarily. And that was where we left off. while I select the appropriate music. Let's go for this one.
They're all anglerfish, Croatoa.
Oh my god.
Not all of them, but they are. Some of them are definitely, because they are all kinds of fucked up. There is just this wave of nausea hitting you all, but it's more
Ew.
like nausea in the back of your mind as opposed to like physical body nausea. You can see, as I say, around you, like the slime is kind of pulsing in time with Mura's heartbeat as she places her hand on it. The floor underneath you, not quite solid, not quite stone. It's slick, it's uneven. There are bioluminescent jellyfish that are just kind of bobbing around, seemingly swimming through the stone. There is this holy pool in the center of the temple. Not full of seawater like the surroundings, but this viscous, otherworldly liquid. It's kind of purple and black. I found the perfect pack
you
of
did.
assets to build this map. I was so happy. £4, very well spent. Great British pounds sterling.
Hell yeah.
But you can see... there is this kind of one Kuatoa kind of stood ahead of them all, the arch-prophet Blibbleblob. His body, as you kind of look at it, is like subtly shifting, almost like he's not fully bound to the material plane. Kind of like you look at him and he looks like a normal Kuatoa, and you blink, and right before you finish blinking, there's just a mass of tentacles, and you blink and you open your eyes again, and half of his face is like a different fish shape. Everything just keeps changing. The Kuatoa behind him, the blessed temple followers, have all been transformed into various horrors. Their bodies all seem to have melded with various deep-sea monstrosities. Some of them have extra eyes that flicker with arcane light. Some of them, as Lindsay very accurately assumed, very anglerfish-style heads and faces with the light hanging down in front of them. Some of them seem to be just dripping corrosive mucus that just burns the ground underneath them. Some of them, instead of arms, of course, have tentacles. Because why would they not? And as you all kind of step into the temple, the chanting that was going on from these Kuatoa stops. You can still hear the Kuatoa outside, but all the ones in the temple just stop and are staring at you. What would you like to do?
Oh. Oh no, I think they can see us.
Well, this is
Yeah.
As Mira says, I think they can see us. You just hear like a... as the archpriest's eyelids just...
Ew.
every
They
time he
are.
blinks.
I mean, should we try the classic use avoids, and then when that fails, kill them all?
I'm so done for that approach.
I do feel like we're on that path.
Well, I suppose we should establish first what our goal is in this space. Do we even need to engage with them? Are they blocking something that we need? Do they have information that we're looking for?
Should we tell them we're here for the sands? We're the chosen ones?
I don't know if the sands are in here. Are they in here?
So you guys have been theorizing they might be from what you've heard, but
Okay.
from what
It's
you've
been a few
seen thus
weeks.
far in... Exactly, which is why I'm helping out. From what you've seen thus far as well in Boogledoon, anyone that you've asked so far about the Sands of Syldaris seems to have no idea what you're talking about. So they could be here, they just might call it something else.
Yeah.
They might have them, they just don't know what it actually is that they have. And at the end of last session, Linga was theorizing there are potentially two ways that this living temple has come about, and they might also be linked to each other, or they could be completely separate. One being the Kuatoa have just believed hard enough in this temple for it to be a living being, or the other being the Sands of Syldaris are here, and their power is what has made it this kind of living being. combined with the Kuatoa's belief in it. One
Okay.
could have come before the other, you don't know which. Total chicken and egg situation. They
Yeah.
could also both exist separately, but
Okay.
Whoa.
be true.
Right. Also, with
Yes.
the sands specifically, we are pretty certain that the sands isn't a misnomer as far as like if the substance that was left behind is very sand-like.
Yes, so
In-
from what
Yeah.
Linger knows from the story and the research that Linger has picked up throughout the campaign so far, the main idea and the reason why it's called the Sands of Syldaris is because the fight between Syldaris and the dragon took place on Doblis, which is
Yeah.
basically a
Very
desert
sim-
continent. All that was left from the fight was their ashes mixed
Okay.
with the sand, basically. And
Okay.
the
Just making
story
sure.
and the theory goes that people have gathered up those ashes, believing them to be a powerful magical artifact. And it's like, because of the story, they have been dubbed the Sands of Syldaris. Because it was the
Okay.
ashes left behind in the sand.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure so that when we're like,
Yes.
so we have to come up with a different name for it or a description. You know, maybe Chester describes it as like a silty sort of substance instead of sand.
It's feasible. The sands, if they have been gathered up by someone and hailed as an object, it's feasible they could be in like a bag or an urn or a jar, like some sort of container.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if you were to open the container and look inside, there would be ashes. So like sand isn't just a complete
I got this.
random
Don't worry
out of
about it.
nowhere.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And we had this discussion so long ago. Me and
Yeah,
So-
like it's been
Chester.
happening on and off throughout the campaign, regardless,
Right,
whether or
right.
not you guys remember.
Yeah. So Liger
'Cause I
and
have
Chester,
notes
though, they've
about
had
times when you
very
mentioned it.
Yes.
long, creative conversations about how one would have this conversation.
You guys have been talking about this the whole time.
Yes.
No worries.
It's
It's getting
very.
annoying at this point. How much
Yeah.
we talk about.
Oh my god, give it up.
Especially after the revelation that Syldaris is in your spellbook.
Listen,
part
it's
of
just
him.
part of the tism. It's fine.
All right. Well, then Chester will step forward and attempt Voids first. Oh, arch prophet! It is
Beelzebub,
us,
yes.
the chosen ones, here for the pixie sticks of prophecy.
The minute you say chosen ones, there is an immediate "Hurrah!" as they all throw their various mangled limbs up into the air. They all kind of start dropping to their knees in reverence, with the exception of the archprophet. And he, but of course, the chosen ones, at the time of prophecy, peers out through like one of the holes in the coral just to make sure the sun is definitely setting. Yes, the time of prophecy. It happens once a day, but there's not always chosen ones here for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when they all bend down and start bowing, Linger just kind of leans over towards Mira and she kind of shrugs a little and goes, you know, I don't hate this.
At this point, she's starting to like it. It's happened a
Yeah.
lot here.
Yeah.
You also would see, as well as you kind of turn to look at Mura, all the like lights and bioluminescent slime and whatnot. You can see there are lights like traveling down the walls and across the floor and just slowly amassing under the feet of Rip, like a spotlight almost, just slowly growing bigger and bigger as more lights join him. Nothing seems to be happening to him, it's just like ominous underlighting almost. But the archprophet looks back towards Chester. Of course, it is time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say that again.
It is time.
It's time.
And he did. He took me very liberally there. All right, so if you could just hand over the fun dip of magic, that would be great, and we could be on our way. Prophecy fulfilled.
Of course. As his eyes blink at different times, one of them just pops out, lands on the floor, and a new eye grows in the socket again. Of course. You must naturally prove your worth.
Oh boy.
The great proving! And all the other Kuatoa get up from their knees. The great proving! The great proving!
Yeah, I sense that. You guys really love your trials and tribulations, don't you? All right,
One of
let's
the
get this.
Kuatoa just immediately sheds all his skin and grows new skin back.
Ugh.
That's fine.
It's a nerves thing.
He's nervous. All right.
Right, well.
And the archpriest holds his hands up for the crowd behind him to silence themselves.
Chester
Are you
will whisper
willing?
to everyone, you should maybe get any spells ready that you might need, because shit's probably going to pop off in a second.
Shit's probably gonna pop off.
Yeah. Linger unholsters her book and Rip jumps down and starts run flipping through the pages, getting ready.
Warden racks attack 9.
Did we?
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Did we get a long rest in between arriving here?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had one on the turtle, and then decided
Did
to
we?
just
Yeah.
jump straight into everything at Boogledoon.
Yeah, we're just.
We didn't really fight or do anything. Or at least I'm not down much.
Oh no.
You would have rested after the Kraken fight, though. There was like a
Yes.
day in
Yeah, I
between fighting the Kraken and
Okay.
arriving.
I do not
It
think
was
I
like
did.
a 3-day. If you think of it as like a 3-day journey, it was like day 1 was vibing and chatting to the dragon turtle. Day 2 was continuing to vibe, fighting the Kraken. Day 3 was recovering and getting ready to land at the island. Is a nice way of splitting it up. But the archpriest kind of places his arms behind his back. Very well. There are 2 trials. You have a choice.
Oh, that's nice.
Option
frozen?
1.
Yeah.
Survive. The pit of rebirth. And the pool in front of you starts ominously bubbling. Option 2. Defeat
That volume there, right?
the false believers.
Uh-oh. I don't feel like I like either one of these options.
Could I approach the well of rebirth and just, is it okay if I look at it before we make our choice? Is there any?
Of course.
Okay.
But one is only permitted to look with the utmost reverence.
I do everything with the utmost reverence.
That is a lie.
That is a lie.
I should make Linga make a deception check for that, but I won't because it's fun.
She's just like deadpan. Like, we know she's lying. We're like,
That sort of
wow.
reverence, deadpan, a little bit, kind of.
A little
I don't know.
Oh.
It is, but we know that Linga has no reverence for most things that she sees. It's whatever the polar opposite of that is.
Disdain?
Yeah. But yeah, you head over and look at the pool.
Alright.
I will need 2 things from you.
Okay.
First things first, an Arcana check,
All right.
and that's to get some information about the pool. Cool,
26.
expected.
Yeah.
Second thing second, I will need a charisma saving throw, please.
Yeah. We love it. Yeah, 10.
Oh no. I'm
So-
worried.
Linger.
Yes.
This is some fucked up shit. With a 26, this is very clearly like a pool of goop.
Yeah.
That's
Wow, okay.
clear. You could have got a 2 and known that. It's interesting. I
goop.
think with the 26, Linger would very kind of naturally pick up what would have been here originally, very likely, is like a well in the center of the coral where like the surrounding seawater could funnel through. And the Kuatoa have very likely seen this and gone, this is like the holy pool of the temple. And the more they've worshipped at it, the more they've prayed at it, the more it has distorted into something else. It's very clear that there is a strong influence of a very powerful magical artifact that has enhanced whatever they've done to it. And then
Nice.
the wild magic surges coming from that aero crystal have just fucked with everything. So it's
Nice.
like there's some powerful shit going on, but it's happening inside of like a cement mixer. So there's loads of things happening and they're just getting jumbled up, basically.
Nice.
And it's like magic soup almost.
Love a magic soup.
And if salt water was funneling up through the bottom of the temple, you would expect that this pool would probably leak out into the water below, but it very clearly isn't. Like, this is entirely self-contained. As you look at it, it's very likely, I think, with a 26 and with what Linger's had in the back of her head since landing here, since hearing about the aero crystal, with everything she's been looking into recently, very, very likely this either has the ability to not necessarily, well, it can possibly take people somewhere else. It's very clearly can, like, access something, hence the weird, goopy, soupy magic that has happened. It's like a corrupted portal, almost, potentially, which then also lends a bit more credence to the other things you've heard of adventurers coming in and never coming back. They could potentially have jumped into this portal to somewhere else and just never returned, if it is a portal.
The plane of soup, probably.
Yes, the plane of soup, absolutely. It's canon.
Oh, I love soup.
Yeah, we do love a good
Unfortunately, the soup is always like just finished being made, so it's boiling fucking hot and you die on impact, just boiled alive.
Oh no! Why would you kill me like that, bitch?
But Linger,
Yes.
as you stare into the pool,
Yes.
The pool's too
there
bad.
are shapes, there are objects.
Oh,
the
the
pool
pool does
seems
stare
to be
back.
like infinitely deep, but also super shallow. It's, for the first time, something incomprehensible by Linger's brain. It is just, it's like it's seeping into every single corner of your mind and just like grabbing hold of your brain almost.
Nice.
And with a 10, you all watch as Linger's knees kind of buckle, like her legs have just suddenly lost the ability to keep her standing. And if you bear with me one moment.
Happens to me all the time.
Right. She's just tired.
But that's just
How
Mira's
is-
iron deficiency.
Yeah.
If anyone in the party has an iron deficiency, it's Mira.
Yeah. I got this little goblin
Right.
pin that says iron deficiency. And he's wearing a
I
little.
need Lindsay, please,
Yeah.
to roll 2 sets of percentile dice, please.
All right.
One for a short-term madness and one for a long-term madness.
Yes.
Which is
shoot, it did
Lindsay's
it
favorite
stupid.
stuff to run. That's fine, I can see one's a 43 and one's an 11.
Okay.
It's good
cool.
that they showed both sets instead of just
Yeah,
the total.
at first I was like, oh no, and then I was like, oh, it's fine. It did it.
Oh no, anyway, says Lindsay.
Ah,
Oh
what we got?
no,
What we
why-
got?
What are
Wait,
you,
that's
why
D8,
are you
not D10.
laughing?
This will be Madness's number 2 and 3. I'm excited.
For the next 2 minutes, first thing that happens is Linga begins babbling and is incapable of normal speech or spell casting.
Oh, that is
no,
a
that's not
problem
great.
for us.
All right, well.
That's like her whole thing.
Yeah. And for the next
God, it's like her whole thing.
no fucking way, 1d10 times 10.
Oh fuck! What did Lindsay roll?
For the next 100 hours, apparently.
That's a
What's
lot.
that one?
That's like 4 days at least, like 7 days.
Linga. No, that's the wrong one. So, Linga experiences vivid hallucinations and has disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, for 100 hours?
Apparently so. It's a d10 times 10, and I rolled a 10.
Oh my
All right.
God.
So that's a thing. She's now babbling and seeing wild shit.
Yeah, and it's not loud babbling, like crazy person, like, "Woo!" It's very much like under her
Muttering.
breath, like,
Spellbook flips open to a page. You can just see double page spread. Syldaris has written, "Fuck."
We'll just, you know, hope that 2 minutes goes by without a fight.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we don't
you
know how
all
long
see
it's
this happen
going.
to Linga. And she just kind of staggers back from the pool.
I guess since
So
Chester
I guess
sort
she's
of
like
was
here.
coming up, yeah, I was gonna say Chester was like sort of wherever she was, he was getting following her a little bit.
Can Rep communicate with Chester via their very strong bond and hand gesture, well established that they can like, chat? Can he kind of clue Chester in about what's happening a little bit?
Sure.
I mean, maybe not completely, but you know.
Yeah.
like-
I
Well, I
mean,
probably hear
Chester
the
can see
muttering.
a bunch of it.
Yeah.
So I think he can pick up some context clues, and then Rip's kind of like filling him in. Like,
Yeah.
he points at Linga's head and then does the universal sign of crazy.
And despite
crazy.
certain things, I'm actually very insightful, so I probably
Yeah.
would notice.
And then kind of like gives Chester a sign for like, it's okay, it's temporary, but there's something else. Don't know what.
But wait, there's more.
Longer.
All right, so
Crazy.
he's going to sort of.
He just starts
shuffle on
playing
over
Crazy
to-
Train.
You know what?
That's
He'll
how
maybe
that's
just
Chester now.
grab Linger gently by the arm and just sort of pull her back to Warden and Mira so they can get a load of this. Okay, so she is having a little difficulty, so that might not be the option to go with vis-a-vis the challenge we have to choose, because it has done a bit of a number on her.
Oh yeah.
What I'm judging here from Rip is it might be, you know, somewhat temporary, so why don't we just sort of take 5, as it were?
Okay.
I'm choosing to picture that at least half the babbling is just Linga reciting spell formula.
Through the pie, divide by universal quadrant of stasis.
Oh, she's
you
so
know
much
what?
more confusing like this.
While we're waiting, okay, so my friend here has checked out the first possibility. The second one, could you fill us in on any details, perhaps, so we can make
Yes,
an decision? Thank you. You're the best.
the false believers. They are back in the town. They were part of the temple, but they hold false beliefs, and the others all false beliefs, false beliefs. One of the Kuatoa's head falls
False
off and
beliefs.
picks it up and puts it back on.
Oh god.
They believe the great Rebirther has 7 arms. But as we all know, it's 4!
So we would have to go back and convince them or murder
Kill them!
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
so like, I mean, there's no convincing them of different arms.
No, they are quite mad.
Oh, okay. Did they do like what my friend did and like look into the pool?
I mean, we all have.
Oh, okay.
We're not
I
all
got
as
it.
weak-minded.
As me.
Oh, she's so lucky she can't understand.
Dude would have had his
No, I'm
skeleton
just-
pulled out of his body.
I mean, anything is still possible. There's always later, right?
All right, well,
Once
I
you have
guess
done
it's-
one of these, then we may awaken the great Rebirther, and you will be
Great,
blessed
great.
accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Loves it. All right, let me just convoy with my friends here. Thank you. So it sounds like we gotta either go murder some innocents or do this other thing.
Conjure invisible.
Just I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really like this.
It's not the best.
No, I feel like this is a bad situation.
Yeah. So I feel like you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and then you have the facts
Okay, so
of
this
our
is good in the
situation.
situation.
Yeah.
We gotta.
I mean, I don't want to murder innocent people as a general rule.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
Hmm.
And at this point, the babbling starts to wear off.
But I
Lincoln?
mean, we
You
can't look
with us
into
now?
them.
I mean, I probably might possibly do okay.
Well, her eyes are like real big, like a cat on catnip at night, big.
A cat on catnip at night.
You know, so there's just like this massive.
I need to edit the linger art now and just replace her eyes with just
With,
huge
like-
black circles. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's
Oh
all.
my
It's
gosh.
she's
So
what? Wait,
Okay,
what's happening? What's happening?
oh, we're
Colors.
trying to decide if we need to kill innocents or if we should go into the pool. I think that we should ask
we
them
should.
if linger looking into the pool counts. Because remember, they only made one of us do the other. No, it doesn't. I think they heard me and one of them is shaking their head. Or is his head falling
Yeah,
off?
that's perfect.
No,
He's just
I
kind of drooling in the background.
Ugh.
think it's a portal. I think it's a portal. And if they want us to kill innocent people, let's do some basic math here. They're going to keep having people try to do that. So if we just eliminate and she gets distracted by something.
Oh, Linger, back here.
Linger,
Back here,
linger, linger.
Linger.
The problem here. We should just eliminate the problem in here, and then we'll have all the time that we need, and no more innocent people will get.
All right.
Oh,
So that's interesting.
when did your face start glowing? That's fun.
Who?
All of
According to
you.
my mom, since I was a little child.
Oh, oh no. Are we just Mira looks at everyone and is like, are we glowing? Oh, thank you for my
All
coffee.
right. Well, you know what? That's like a
One of the
third
Kuatoa
option.
just hands Mira a coffee.
Oh, thank you for breakfast.
welcome.
I love you.
You know,
Just wanna...
I love you too.
So we could all sort of approach as if we're gonna say yes to the trial, and then just like unleash on them.
Yeah, Mira like whisper, like drop. Oh my god, I'm blurry. Hello. Okay, so Mira like is like, so we're gonna kill these.
I think that's the way to go.
I
They're
trust them.
basically blobs of jelly anyway.
Aren't we
Amazing.
all kind
Yeah.
of blobs of jelly?
Really, when you think about it. And then
She
like
looks at
Linger starts
Warden
doing
and
the
not seeing anything jelly like.
squish,
Yeah, jelly.
squish.
All I can think about is that meme where it's like the Doom guy and like, I don't know, Bluey or something, where it's like, Bluey, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. It's like, damn. And that's all I could imagine, but with Warden.
Oh man.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? Am I crazy? No.
I know.
Let's have a look at Linger's
I
spells.
get that
Does
reference.
she have the ability to cure herself?
She might.
Yeah,
Just
I
for my
don't
own
have anything
interest.
Hold on.
That would help.
Well, not currently prepared, because looking at that, it's all terrifying things. Fuck me.
Listen.
She's come
We were-
prepared for a fight.
Yeah, she switches them out on calm days.
No, I know.
I'm very
But I looked
active with her
to
spell
see what
list.
day Lindsay was preparing for, and it's death.
You know.
All right. So why don't we all sort of take up a position, get up some spells that would be helpful, and then we'll have like a void that one of us says swordfish. That's always a classic password. When I say swordfish, we all just unleash.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
What do y'all think?
So is-
Plan?
Is your plan to attack these Kuatoa in the temple?
Sure
Yeah,
sound like
yeah.
that.
Okay. That's
No,
not what I
but
thought
wait
was
a-
going to happen. I thought you'd
No,
choose one
wait.
of the two options. This is fine.
They want us to go hurt people.
Yeah.
Or jump into the
therefore,
pool.
hence they're evil.
Oh. Did you think we'd jump into the pool?
Kinda.
I
I
mean,
mean, we might be doing
I thought it
both.
would be one of the two. I didn't think you'd go, you know what? Let's kill these weird, creepy Kuatoa.
only because they want us to kill innocent people.
Yeah.
I never said they were innocent. You just
So we-
assumed.
Damn, he's kind of right for that.
We did.
Well, all the people that we met were very nice.
Yeah, that's true. But all the people you met weren't
That's on you.
involved directly with this temple. Those other Kuatoa were.
Yeah,
Alright.
we need to.
I'm just
Alright,
playing
the
devil's advocate
sands.
here.
We killed
As is,
them.
you're right. Yes, makes sense.
Do we want to try the I mean, Linger's already fucked up. If you want to drop her through the portal with like some ropes and then yank her back out, and then we can decide if we're going to do murder after that or not, if she comes back. If not, hey, I'll roll up another character. It's cool. I got him locked and loaded, so.
I'm,
In the
I'm
background,
worried
Warden
about.
has the ether rifle. Did someone say locked and loaded?
Always.
So let me just ask, do we all have to go in, or is it just one of us?
Yes. All of
Okay,
you.
Okay. Okay, well, we could do some things to help. Like, I could give one of you, I could actually give two or all three of you some
Wait.
inspiration in this that may aid.
If it helps, think of it like a 3-phase skill challenge that awaits you in the pit.
Oh, okay. Then I won't come. I'll leave my clever thing to myself. That sounds fine.
There's more challenges
All in the pool.
in the pool.
But it's 3 phases.
Okay.
All right, you know what? I'm just going to go jump in the pool.
Yeah.
Kind of like how when you're fighting a guy and he gets back up and now he has a new moveset.
All right. Chester runs and jumps cannonballs into the pool.
Yes!
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can have a button pusher sometimes.
Does does Chester like survive? Is he gone, or does his bones like?
Flip to the top.
I'm worried.
So you
I'm gonna
watch
real.
as he runs and jumps, and it's like time and gravity almost seem to get a bit weird the closer he gets to the pool. And he kind of jumps, does the cannonball, and starts to almost like... It's like he's slowly drifting down through jelly. Just real slow cannonball. But for Chester, everything has remained at the exact same speed. But you guys can see it's almost like the air is viscous and you can see it moving around him the pool rises up to meet him and just... He vanishes into the pool.
Wee.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Not sure what's up with my monitor. Just
Your monitor died.
yeah, everything went like weird for a second.
Yeah, your
My
whole
monitor's
face
not
lit up
getting a
blue.
signal. Yeah,
Whoa,
my monitor's not getting a
blue.
signal.
Oh no.
I have to restart my.
Maybe it's the portal.
It is the portal.
Could be. Go restart.
Did I
Maybe,
restart
yeah.
without it messing up the OBS or?
No, but it's fine.
You gotta
It's
do what you
okay.
gotta do.
We will all look like eldritch horrors, and it will be in keeping with what's happening.
Ooh.
Are you gonna jump into the portal with us?
I think he's gone.
Oh, he's frozen.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think he is though, because he has moved Warden into the pool.
You can never come back.
Yeah, that's a good indicator.
That's what.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Mura, you watch as they all just kind of like slow-mo tumble into the pool. The gunk rises up to meet them and just completely subsumes them.
Oh, I don't really. Okay. Mira just does it. She jumps in. It's so icky looking.
It is very icky.
Think of it as sinking into a pool of flubber.
Ooh,
Kind of-
nice
Good film.
reference.
Maybe it's a little bit non-Newtonian, so like when you first hit it, it's solid, but then you
It's very
sink.
Ew.
I like that.
So you have to be kind of still as you sink. And
Mira's like going
I'm
down,
trying
down.
to see if I've got different cameras for us that work, but
The
I
official
don't.
lyrics.
I've got one for
Going
Steph
down.
that's working,
This panda.
but everyone else just gets replaced by me.
Oh.
Fine.
oh,
That's okay. We will just be off screen. It's okay. Well, Lindsay's on screen. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
And that's
Oh, and
all
Steph.
that really matters, isn't it? Oh,
all
okay.
right. Welcome to the
Um,
wild seat. No,
So. you
Mitch
all
is like,
jump
wow,
into
I
the
can't
pool.
believe you guys are gonna fight these fucking anglerfish.
listen, they're numbered.
I was
they're
ready. They
there.
do all have stats. Like I did do it just in case, but I didn't think you would.
Like
I just
fireball in
assumed
there?
you would
Yeah.
choose one or two. So you dive into
Everybody
the pool.
was so nice. So, you know.
That's true.
So nice. So I guess we just had to jump into the water.
You
Bloop, 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 bloop.
basically end up in. Oh, he's back.
He's here.
Oh no, Maywood's DM.
So,
Maywood, what are we playing?
you all get 1 million gold.
Maywood is no longer DM.
Yeah, it's too late.
Now he's a
Already got the
fighter.
gold.
Right, let me just rearrange the
Hey.
cameras super quick. So that we
Can
should
you hear
be
us,
back
Ethan?
up.
Yeah, I
on
can
the
hear you guys.
road.
Can you see? Is your screen working?
Yeah,
There
yeah,
you go.
yeah. Everything's working now. I'm not sure what
I bet you-
happened.
Oh, it probably just got a little loose from gravity. It happens to my cord sometimes. It's just like, okay, what are we doing?
Well, no, it was just the monitor. It was like my PC lagged out too. So,
Weird.
Oh,
Oh.
like, yeah.
So, you
maybe
dive
I just
into
had
the
to
pool,
sneeze.
and you all basically find yourselves kind of floating
What?
in this space. Linger from what you kind of ascertained previously. It's like where you'd been starting to hear about and look into the idea of like traveling between the planes and like a space between spaces, effectively,
Oh.
being the way to access them. This is like either a corrupted version or like the space between the space that is between the spaces.
Okay.
You are
We're-
floating in this like purple goo all around you. You can feel it almost like suffocating. Every time you take a breath, you almost feel it going down your throats, but at the same time, it's not.
Yeah.
And immediately, you see all around you. For Linga, nothing's changed, but for everyone else, there are just these illusory figures, these spectral sea creatures that look like the sea creatures you were seeing outside, like turtles. You see a turtle swimming past for a moment, and then you realize it has 7 flippers instead of 4. It's got 2 heads. It's got 3 eyes across the 2 heads. You see all these strange mutated creatures that some of them just do not make sense to you. So, as madness starts to set in, with all of these psychic disturbances whispering at the backs of your minds, all these illusions around you, I need everyone to give me an insight check, please, to see if they can see through the illusions.
Oy.
It's okay, it is a group skill check.
No, it's a 4. Wait, why isn't it? Oh, wait. Was it?
Mine's a 12.
Oh, no. Yeah, mine's 5.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
I have an
okay.
inspiration.
Alright.
I've decided to use an
Yeah,
inspiration here.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, me too.
Did
me
Chester
too.
not say he was going to give everyone a bardic inspiration before you jumped in as well?
Yeah, but then he just dove in.
Okay, fine.
so-
Yeah, 22. 22.
19.
22, 19, cool.
Rip got a 10.
What a guy.
I saw.
I will say for the purposes of this, Rip is exempt.
Okay.
Rip is an
Purely based
illusion,
off
so.
Rip's lore. This is Rip's domain that you were in.
Nice.
Oh my
Um,
god.
With a 22 and a 19.
I'm coming
And then what are the other rolls? We've
home.
got 4,
I'm coming
11.
11. Okay.
You know what we're in? We're in the protective film that's on like stuff when you buy it.
Oh,
Yes.
like on your
Monitors.
phone.
Yeah, we're in that.
That's
Basically,
Rip's zone. That's where Rip's
Um,
from. Rip is the protective film.
Yeah.
as some of you start to see through these illusions, it's almost like a good thing and a bad thing in a way. As the illusions start to fade away, you start to see kind of like more of the truth of what's around you. And the truth of what's around you is fucking horrifying. There's like what was kind of masquerading as these sea creatures are just these horrific masses of eyes and tentacles and mouths and strange limbs. And I need everyone, please, to give me an Arcana check.
Does Rip look any different, or does he just still look like his little buddy self?
Rip still looks like Rip. Rip has the
So
power
she-
to
Give me a 20.
maintain Rip. Oh no.
Well. It happened. I did it, guys.
Linga has
Go!
finally failed an Arcana check and Warden has finally beaten her.
I did it.
And it's because you're docent.
It's because of the
yeah.
disadvantage. She would have had 15 plus 9.
I don't. But I get advantage
Did you-
of this again.
Yeah.
You up?
Docent.
Where is
That's
he?
a good
There.
question,
It's- No. Actually, I think I did it for history, right?
I think so.
Yes.
So it's either one of the 4. I think I picked history.
Yeah, so you did it for history, I think.
Okay.
Because
Never
you
mind
then
then. But yeah,
used,
still.
used it for the history check on the chariot.
That's true. That's true.
It decides when to cast the spell. It casts Detect Evil and Good, and Warden can just see evil
Evil!
everywhere.
Evil!
Get help written across the screen of the docent. the pages of Linga's spellbook are just fuck. Why in massive letters? Okay, so we have 1 success and 1 fail. And that actually kind of works, I guess, as some of you are starting to go mad. Linga, of course, already being mad. The final one is just trying to maintain some cohesion. As, like, you guys are now starting to kind of drift apart from each other, as some of you are starting to go mad. It's like your grip on reality and on yourselves is starting to falter, and that's almost like it was the only thing keeping you in place. You can see Linga is just starting to drift off into the void.
Guys, we really should have tied ourselves together first.
Mira, Chester, all just in different directions, and Warden's just fuck.
Chester would use his 10-foot reach to try to pull in those that he can.
Yeah.
I would say Chester can absolutely start kind of reaching out for the others. I will need everyone, please, to give me a charisma saving throw. As they attempt to hold on to their sense of self.
All right. If only see how good
28!
Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
Oh no, I rolled a 1. I am using my last inspiration, Pandora. Please do not. It's a very serious.
To be fair, Mira does have a loose sense of self anyway. So.
But it's coming back to her.
Bombs? 18.
Oh, here, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use an inspiration. We'll try. I got a 10.
It's okay.
It's not feeling
It's a group check, so the others can balance it out. It's fine. So, as Linga is just drifting off, you see her skin is like rippling through different colors. She goes blue, she goes green, she goes purple. She starts to like twist and distend. Chester, you reach out, you grab hold of Warden with one arm, you grab hold of Linga with the other, and just start pulling everyone in using Warden as an anchor. As Warden is just like, okay, just stay here, hunker down. I'm the heaviest one we've got, I think.
Yep.
Shockingly, it's actually Mira.
Mira manages to just like swim her way back through the goop, grab hold of Linga, who's being held by Chester.
Mira's wet, so she just glides through the goop a little bit more.
It's like Lupin swimming up the waterfall in Cagliostro.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So,
All right,
that
stay
is
together, everyone.
2 successes out of 3. So you have passed. If you had 3 failures, you would each have taken 4d10 psychic damage and had disadvantage on your next saving throw against confusion or charm. Instead, you have succeeded. You have survived the pit of rebirth. You feel the goop starts to kind of harden around you and it starts to push upwards. And you are all slowly pushed up. The liquid is a lot more viscous now. It's like you are being pushed through like a really gross mix of like too much flour and water, and it's just like goopy. And you are just
being
pushed
born.
up.
This is gross.
Yes. Basically, well, this is the pit of rebirth, and you guys are slowly reborn from the pit. You just slide out down the kind of like marbled coral wall that like low wall that surrounds it. All you can hear as the goop just slowly comes out of your ears with a pop is all these Kuatoa around you just wah, wah, wah,
Oh my god.
as you are reborn from the pit.
Chester popping off prestidigitations like mad to get all this goop off his fine linen suit. How dare!
I am going to get to be like cleaning out every crevice, every joint.
Gross.
Linger.
Linga has the cleaning stone, to be fair.
Linger
That will get you
digs-
good.
digs in her bag and pulls out.
She just pulls out a regular rock though,
No,
because like she's having hallucinations. She's
yeah. Well, it's like a really big bath bomb, and she's like, "Is this it?" No, that's not.
It just pours like out of like the air holes, like in the warden's helmet, like in the visor slit, like Play-Doh.
oh my god, I'm gonna hurl. You're gonna be
It's like a Play-Doh play factory.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Maywood has the good analogy.
Oh, well,
God.
we did it.
So, as you
I can't
As you
believe
all
this pool
emerge.
tried to shuffle off my personality like I thought it had a chance.
yeah, if there's one thing that will never work, it's
Yeah,
trying to leech
ridiculous.
off Chester's personality.
Honestly.
He's got too
Firmly
much
embraced.
even for the Eldritch horrors.
Yeah.
So, as you all slide out of the pool, you can see the archpriest now has his hands up in reverence. And he, yes, it is time. The chosen ones have arrived. They have survived the trial. They have been reborn. Awaken, the great Rebirther! And you see around you the walls start to pulse with this sickening rhythm. It's light jazz.
That'll do it.
Ooh, let me get my saxophone
just
out.
this sickening rhythm around you. The holy pool that you have just emerged from starts to froth violently. You hear this howl, not made by anything with mortal lungs, just starts to echo through the temple. Archpriest Blibbleblob collapses. He starts to scream. You see this immense shape starts to claw its way up from this liquid void that you've just emerged from as he, no, it wasn't supposed to be like this! What would you guys like to do as you can see this shape starting to form in the liquid? Just
Far away.
Linger, because
Chester just bye.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe he'll grab Linger. I think. Why don't you just step over here for
But
a
if
moment?
there's a puppy, it's a big puppy that's just he's big and he's red. I want to
You know
name
what?
him Clifford.
If he comes to you, that means it was meant to be. Here, step over here. We'll do a little test.
She'll start making kissy noises. Come here, Clifford. Come here.
No, Linger, what are you doing?
It's a puppy dragon. It'll be very handy.
So,
Oh, it's got tentacles.
Very
are Mira
good.
and Warden staying where they are?
What is happening?
No, absolutely the fuck not.
So, you all watch as the Kuatoa all immediately just start like crabs in a bucket, cramming themselves up against the back wall, trying as best as they can to get away from the pool and whatever is coming out of it. You see the archpriest is on the ground, writhing in agony and screaming. And you watch as a clawed hand just out of the pool and grabs onto one of the, like, this kind of marbled coral lip, and it starts to crack underneath it. This bizarre head starts to just slowly rise up out of the pool. Eyes, tentacles, mouths. You see the spawn of the Rebirther
Oh,
starts
look at the
to
baby.
emerge from the pool. It is a fantastic band name. You feel free to use
Yeah,
that, but you can
zoom
credit.
in on that picture.
I will take the credit for that band name.
Yeah.
Did you say you wanted to zoom in?
I
You want
did.
to see?
I have.
You want
I
to
have
see what
zoomed
this
in.
thing looks like?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
great.
What
think.
in the dead space?
I think Linger
Yeah,
still thinks
yeah.
it's cute.
That tracks. That
Yeah.
seems
So who
like
wants to roll
so
initiative?
No, it's a bird.
No.
It's a fun bird.
Bitch, if I have anything to tell you, it's fuck you and fuck your marker.
10.
Initiative.
Oh no. 8.
Right. Let
We're
me...
reborn.
You watch as the spawn of the Rebirther, as these arms come up from the pool, one of the hands just grabs the archpriest, lifts him up into the air, and just
Oh no.
Oh,
whole.
dear. I am the hungry boy.
The Kuatoa in the background are not part of the initiative. They are terrified. Set inactive. 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 Why did I put so many on the map and not do this beforehand? There we go.
Let's see.
There we go. The
Else.
Rebirther is in the initiative. That's good. Well, the spawn of the Rebirther, I should say. They didn't quite manage to summon the Rebirther. Almost like he doesn't exist and they are just insane and delusional, like Kuatoa often
No,
are.
Rip's right there. He's already summoned.
That's true. That's why it didn't work.
Yeah.
Rip's like, oh fuck, it's this guy. Fucking Steve.
Yeah.
Always shows up when he's not wanted. Right. Unsurprisingly, up first, the Rebirther. On his initiative of 12, which apparently no one got higher than.
Yeah, we kind of fucked up a little bit.
Got close.
We
So
got really close.
are
Yeah.
the reborn ones that you put a Kuatoa you could have fought. Here we go. At the start of each of the spawn of the Rebirthers' turns, roll a d4. Let's let you guys
Why?
do it.
Why would you do that?
Because it's funny.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Oh,
I already did it. It's too
Okay.
late.
all right.
2.
A 2. Anyone have any
That's
spells
the
active?
best option.
Yes, true.
Not yet.
No,
Do you have mage
No.
armor still?
I don't. Because I got the tattoo.
Would Linga still have her mage armor active?
Yeah.
Cool. There is a wild magic surge that from Linga's mage armor. Bear with me. I'm just zooming in on the guinea pig cam because Buffy is being given her big platter. There we go. Now I can keep an eye on it. So, there is a wild magic surge on Linga's armor. Or mage armor. Let's open up 5e wild magic.
As I'm standing right beside her, I'm a little worried.
Fireballs herself.
Yeah.
I'll let you roll the surge because it's your armor that's surging. So roll
Alright, well-
d100.
An 18.
18. So
I
many
think that's
things.
the one where I'm instantly level 20.
Linga grows a long beard made of feathers that remains until she sneezes, at which point all the feathers explode out from her face.
Okay.
She's really going through it today.
magnificent.
Wow, looking good. Yeah. Well,
What kind of feathers are they?
Macaw feathers. So it's like a lot of
Nice.
color, which she normally, that's not her thing. So it's unusual to see so much color. And the fact that it's beard also unusual, but more so the colors there.
Okay, so it could reach any one of you. That's fun.
Oh, what the fuck? What do you fucking mean it can reach any one of us?
It has a movement
Tentacles.
speed of 30 feet. It can reach any one of you.
Oh, I thought you meant like without moving. I was like, what the fucking fuck shit? No.
The fucking fuck shit.
Yeah. That thing scares me. That looks like my fucking sleep
should
paralysis
scare you.
demon. I am scared.
I'm gonna roll a d4 to see which one of you it attacks. So if I go clockwise with Warden in the top left, Warden can be 1,
Oh.
Linga can be 2, Chester can be 3, and Mira can be 4. It's Warden. It's
me.
wardening time, shouts the spawn of the Rebirther before wardening all over everyone.
No!
Oh, boy.
Don't warden on. I think Mitch rigged it.
Absolutely. I always do. It's just what I do. I'm that kind of DM. It just lumbers over towards Warden. Oh god, it's his least favorite fucking thing as well. I'm so sorry about this. It's gonna
What do
make
you mean?
2 slam
What do you mean,
attacks
Mitch?
with its giant tentacles. And it has an effect because it's based off a star
Oh,
spawn.
no.
And I know it's one of Ethan's least favorite things to have done to a player
Bitch.
in a
Fucker.
game. And I am
Are you
sorry.
stunning him?
It's part of the monster! I'm sorry.
You.
He gets to make a save, it's fine. It makes 2 slam attacks. The first one is 11 plus 9 for 20. The second one is 7 plus 9 for 16.
First one hits.
Okay. So we'll say it's kind of like both hit. The first tentacle kind of slams down on Warden. He grabs and just kind of stops it impacting. And with his arms kind of predisposed, trying to fend off the first tentacle, a second one whips round and slams him in the side. Warden, you take some psychic damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well, I'm fine. Fuck. Inspiration. I got these to burn. That's the soft 20.
Soft 20. You are not stunned. Really? Is that... Oh, that's extra. Fine. If both hit, it takes... Oh! I misread. It's a good thing you passed anyway. If both tentacle attacks hit, you take extra damage and might be stunned if you fail the save. If only one hits, there's no save. So if I accidentally fuck that up again for anyone else, remind me. If only one hits, there's no saving throw for the stun because it doesn't trigger.
So I get an inspiration refunded?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
Because that's my B. You take 14 points of psychic damage.
Psych. Ooh.
We are down to 69 hit points.
Hey!
Hey, tied with me.
Okay.
Welcome down to these low ranks. I'm at full health. That is the difference.
Makes 2 slam attacks. Fine. And then it can't use its reaping arms. In that case, it's Warden's turn.
Reaping arms. Love it.
Yeah. Let me see something really quickly.
As it's just slamming into Warden.
So that makes it okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't really think I can do much besides that, so I might save those just for defense. So, anyway, going to hit it with my big sword.
Probably a good idea.
Hopefully until it dies. That's something.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah. Hits.
13.
Cool.
Second attack. Oof. Say 1.
Yeah, that won't hit.
Get an inspiration.
Third attack.
That also misses.
Okay. Can I inspiration that last attack fit?
Yep.
Well,
Damn.
Jeez.
okay.
So, these, like, arms and tentacles are all grasping out and reaching at you. And you guys watch as with the first swing, Warden just cuts through, like, there's literally, like, 10 of these arms and tentacles in total, and he cuts through every single one of them. They all just drop to the floor and start withering. The creature screams in pain. You're all like, hey, it's got no arms. Warden's like, hey, it's defenseless. He goes back in for 2 more swings and they just suddenly grow back and grab hold of the sword, and Warden's like, oh, fuck!
Infinite arm glitch. We can become arms dealers.
Chester dies immediately.
All right. Action
That's not
search.
fair.
Ooh, he's action surging. Cool.
Oh, I be surgeon. Say 23.
Oh, Lord, he's surgeon. Hits.
It's 20 total.
Hell yeah.
Another nat 1.
Fucking hell.
Right. And another 23.
Hits.
Or 15 total.
Amazing. Warden just continues just hacking limbs, chunks of flesh just flying everywhere
Love it.
and just growing back as fast as they're being hacked off.
Don't love that.
Yep.
What you need to do is what Wolverine did in that one X-Men film and kick it in the nuts and tell it to grow those back.
Nice.
That's top tier humor.
All right, but it's not where you think they are. You're gonna have to do a little searching.
They're in its chest.
Yeah.
Is that finally the end of Warden's turn after
You
6
gotta-
attacks?
Yes.
You gotta
And,
punch it like a putty.
Yes, and I'm going to refresh shard because I got 2 1s and 2 14s in a row.
Yep.
So that's
Good idea. Chester. Speaking of good ideas, it's Chester's turn.
Chester going to, he's done some blade miraging in a while, and now that he's got a lot more daggers, his mirage is sort of a little more varied, which is nice. And then he's going to stay 10 feet away, sort of get on the other side from
Just climb back into the
Wardens.
pool. What could go wrong?
Yeah, he's gonna stay near it, a little nervous, sort of dig his claws in a little bit, so no one pushes him in, just in case. And then going
To be fair, there is a
take-
lip, so it would be somewhat easy to resist, but you could also just be tabletopped in,
Yeah,
which you don't want.
he's pretty strong. He's worried,
Yeah.
but not too worried.
Exactly.
And then gonna take a slice with his dagger. Wait, am I 10 feet away? Yeah. With his dagger, as soon as I find that.
I hope you guys are enjoying the map, by the way. I had a lot of fun making it.
Yeah, it is cool looking. Gross.
Very hard to make stalagmites look like teeths, though.
Yeah, it looks like a skull.
Yeah.
He's gonna use the Emperor's dagger,
Nice.
and he's rolling with advantage. But there's a 20 or a 29.
Oh,
I assume that'll hit.
Well, the 20 would have hit, so the 29 actually misses.
That's weird. It's too strong.
Yeah.
too strong. You hit it too hard and it just go right past it.
Dealing 19 damage.
Amazing. Chester, as you stab in, you see this intense strike. You strike it perfectly in what appears to be quite a vital spot. You very briefly, just right in the back of your mind, you hear, yes,
Yeah.
the power befitting a ruler. Continue.
Oh no.
And Warden didn't hear that.
Nope, just Chester in the back of his mind.
Great. He just nods
right.
like, yeah. And that'll be his turn.
Cool. 19 damage to the Swarm of the Rebirth.
3 of it's necrotic, if that makes a difference. Just I
it
only
does
mentioned
not.
as this thing's kind of creepy.
But thank you. Mira.
I don't love this. Like
As you
at
see,
all.
Chester just like stabs up into the back of its head. It screams. You see all the like purplish goop, the same as the pool, starts pouring out the back of its head as Chester quickly withdraws the dagger and the sleeve to not get covered in goop.
Ugh. I love it.
But I love you, Mura, says the spawn of the Great Rebirther.
Oh my
Give me a kiss.
God. Absolutely.
I have 3 mouths, 3 times the fun.
Ugh. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna cast haste
On the spawn of the Rebirther, cool.
You're right. I'm gonna
Nice,
twin cast. I'm gonna twin cast haste on my boy, Chester
Thank you.
and Warden.
On Chester and Warden.
Hi.
Yeah, they're getting the haste.
Yeah, let me. Where's my?
That's gross.
Yeah.
It is gross.
Sorry, my husband
There we go.
had to show me.
Whoa.
Whoa, so
Everything.
fast. Yeah, because I use.
Also, let me know if the
twin
creepy music's getting too loud. Because some of them are really quiet, some of them are really loud.
It's certainly creepy. I'm gonna move back. Like it's.
Yeah, you do notice as you're moving back towards the mouth of the temple that had like opened up in this skull for you guys to enter. Currently, the mouth is closed.
Oh, I
Not
don't
like
really
completely
like.
sealed, but like the stalagmites and stalactites have joined to make a very loose cage almost.
Oh. I think Mira has
Thank you very
decided.
much for the haste.
I think Mira has decided to go this way instead.
You
This
go
way
that way,
felt a little-
all the Koatoa just huddle against the back wall.
Oh, okay. So like, you don't love this. Okay, got
Help!
it. Help you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna use Quicken Spell, and I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at it. 1. Oh, it's a natural
fool.
20.
You can't Eldritch Blast that which is Eldritch. Yeah,
That's
31 hit. Oh
another
my, what?
natural 20. Let's do a 3. Oh,
So, like, don't refresh ever.
What the hell?
It's balancing out the like 7
This-
nat ones we've had this session.
T, never, ever, ever refresh. You're gonna keep this tab open for the rest
Never
of your
close
life. You
the page.
understand me?
Yeah.
okay, honestly.
Very clearly a glitch, but I'm not gonna say no because fuck it, it's funny.
Yeah, what the
331s in a
hell?
row. Like we've had
Okay.
the opposite happen where you guys have had 3 nat 1s in a row. So if we went with those, we're going with these.
Okay, so I need to roll. Hi.
So-
Yes, I still need those. You can put them in my office, or you can put them in the hall. Sorry.
It'll be 3d10 plus
Okay.
30, right? Because each Eldritch Blast does 1d10.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. 1d10 plus 5, so it would be 3d10.
So 3d10 plus 45.
50. Okay, 3d10. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it just. Okay, that's not what it. This.
So many dice.
Okay.
Watch Mura roll 3 1s.
20, 22 plus 45.
Fuck.
Wow.
67 points of damage. Yeah, it's looking it's looking rough.
And you were worried about
Immediately.
Warden.
You guys watch as Mura just blasts a chunk out of the like a third of its body just disintegrates. And then you watch as it just slowly starts to grow back. But it's still very clearly like the form has grown back. It's still this huge hulking creature, but like it's struggling to hold itself together. It seems to be almost sliding back towards the pool. Parts of it are just dropping off. Is that Mira's turn?
Yeah. I can't do anything else, but geez Louise.
Rip
What a fucking
is now wearing a
turn.
shirt that says, "I'm with her," and no matter where Mira is in the room, the arrow is just always pointing at her.
Mira's like, what did I do?
Linger, it is your turn.
Hey, sweet. I will admit
As
that
Mira just goes fucking god mode.
Yeah, I was cognizant for that. I did miss a bit in the middle and realized that I had missed a bit in the middle when you brought up the music, and I realized my brain had been completely overtaken by the music for I don't know how long. So I went and took my Adderall. So hopefully.
And now you're
Big
locked in.
linger energy.
So once that kicks in, we're here. So I apologize for zoning out, but I was in the music and nothing else. So I'm gonna guess that she carries the staff with her tail because she's always doing stuff with her hands. So she takes the staff from her hand and she's gonna, dramatically tap it on the ground, and the ribbons do their cool ribbony thing because some glitter falls off. I have to replace some of that. I like to imagine that their murder scenes are very confusing because there's like blood and gore and ichor and glitter and ribbons and
Yeah. People in towns are like, the glitter murderers have been here again. They leave glitter at the scene of every crime.
Yeah, there's some like
Who could it be?
some oil from Warden. I don't know.
Some bath bombs.
Yeah,
Someone's shedding.
yeah. It's just all this stuff. All right, we're gonna summon Little Linger also, just so that
course.
that's. And we're gonna
Sailor Moon's
cast,
into existence.
yeah. All right, and then Chains of Perdition is what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Okay.
try to chain this bad boy down. She sees this tentacle puppy dragon started actually hurting her companions, and while a pet would be fun, she can't have one that's not been socialized properly. So this won't work.
That's what Mura's for, the pet that's been socialized somewhat properly.
But she's got Biscuit Basket too, so
That's true.
we don't really need.
He's in the bag right now. He'd be very scared.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
wouldn't be. I mean, and we're near salt water. That's not good for his.
No, that's not good
Yeah.
for his little joints.
All right, so links of chain appear near a creature you choose within range. The monster, spawn of the Rebirther, specifically Mr. Rebirther,
Yeah, I
if
was
you will.
gonna say, because if you're choosing
you're
the monster
nasty.
right now, that's Mura.
I need a dexterity saving throw or be restrained.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Please.
With his
have
big
no-
old
he-
8 in dexterity.
I didn't know. I was just-
Woo!
4.
All
7
right,
minus.
he is-
Oh, sorry.
-2.
I'll
10,
hit him very
7
clumsy.
plus 3 for his saving throw.
So
His
him's a
dex
clumsy
is
boy.
-1, but his saving throw is +3.
All right, he's gonna take 2d6 of this. It's bludgeoning, so 9 points of bludgeoning, and then 2d8 of psychic. So he gets a little bit of psychic damage.
Ooh. Ooh. He takes psychic damage, does he?
Well, in theory. It's there, it's on offer. It does make sense that it wouldn't work, but it's just part of the spell.
Chester, you said you were
Important.
very specifically within 10 feet, right? So you could stab.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no. All right, sorry about that. But it is restrained,
Yes.
and it's on its turn, the restrained creature can make a strength or dexterity check, its choice, against my spell DC. It's probably very strong, so this might not last very long, but it's fine. For right now.
So, you see.
Oh, I
it-
realize now the error in my planning because it goes first and I go last. Oh well.
You see it takes the full damage of the chains, but the psychic damage triggers its ability, Psychic Mirror. If it takes psychic damage, each creature within 10 feet of it takes that damage instead, and it takes none.
Yes.
Okay.
How much
Sorry
was it?
about
So
that.
3?
each of you take 5 points of psychic damage.
5. Well, not Miro.
Yes. Well, each of you within 10 feet.
You're gotten the fuck away.
Okay.
Maybe we're all
As
taking
these
damage.
chains.
They just kind of break out of the coral.
Ah, my brains.
Maybe it's even made out of coral, so it's like all sharp and jagged and like
Hell yeah.
kind of grows around it.
How much damage are we taking?
5.
5.
5. Okay.
And Rip's just throwing like loose bits of coral at it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm concentrating. Or am I not? Yes. All right. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. I'm still concentrating.
Cool. Is that Linger's turn?
You know what? She will risk an opportunity attack if he's still got one. I don't know because I zoned out.
I don't know if he
I'm sorry.
can when he's restrained.
Oh, that's right. Yay! She's gonna go way the fuck over here.
Well, he can, but he has disadvantage.
Okay.
So with disadvantage, one of his tentacle slams would be 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll still hit.
Oh gee.
He has quite a sizable bonus.
Yeah, he does.
Very well endowed with his bonus. 9 points of bludgeoning damage. to
Ew.
Linger.
Okay, thank you.
And if that's Linger's
That is the turn. It's the whole shebang.
The
whole
Question is, does he have to make the check? On its turn, it can make a strength or dexterity check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. Doesn't say it takes an action to do that, so he might try. Fuck it, he'll try.
Yeah.
We'll go for strength.
I figured. Him big, so he might be very
22.
strong. That'll do it.
But I think the chains do still stick around and you can use a bonus action to try again anyway. Unless
Yeah.
I'm wrong. So,
Believe.
not super the end of the world. Yeah, if they're
No.
not restraining a creature, you can use a bonus action to direct them. So,
Yeah.
cool. You can carry on attacking him. Speaking of attacking, it's going to use Reaping Arms. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
It makes a separate slam attack against each creature within 10 feet, so it's a good thing
10
Linger
feet.
walked away. And each creature who is hit must also succeed on a dex save or be knocked prone. So,
Okay.
to hit Warden, ooh, that's only an 18. And to hit Chester is a nat 20 for 29.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's 20. I mean, I hit him with a 29. He hits me with a 29. That seems fair.
Luckily, it doesn't do like a huge amount of damage, but a crit's still pretty punishing. Especially when I roll like that. Oh god, I think that's like 33 points of damage to Chester. That is quite bad.
Yeah, definitely bloodied.
That is incredibly bad. But he is also falling apart. And that's all he can do for that round because he used his special ability. Which means
Ow.
it's wardening time. And the creature is
Oh,
currently
I'm
struggling to hold
concentrating.
itself together, so...
I'm not going to chase it, so he's going to drop
Cool. What were you concentrating on?
Blade Mirage, but I could do it as a bonus action, so...
Yeah,
at the,
fair
at
enough.
the end of the world.
Not yet. We're getting there.
If he escapes, it might be. But it's
Oh, yeah.
Warden's turn, and he's barely clinging on to life.
Who, Warden or the monster?
The
monster.
monster.
Oh, okay.
Docent. What's his power level?
Are you using it?
Yes. So.
Hell yeah. What would you like to know about him?
Let me see. Let me roll superiority die.
What's your power level?
7. So yeah.
Mine's 7.
You can learn 7 things about him, yeah.
Alright,
Cool.
what's
I
his
forgot that's
current
how it
HP
works.
at?
What's his name? Where's he
Did
from?
you say his current HP?
Yes.
Is that a thing you can learn with the thing I gave you?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Current
Fair
or
play.
max HP?
Ah, here it is. What's your power level? Current or max HP? Cool. Its current HP is sitting pretty at a solid 20.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna kill this fucking dude.
That will not be enough.
It's not gonna make it. It might not even
I
make
don't think so.
it. If it makes it to me, he definitely.
Alright. In that case.
You
Big
can learn
sword attack.
6 other things if you want.
Okay. What's its favorite color?
Pink.
Ooh,
Is he a dog or cat person?
Cat dog.
What are the pronouns?
Yes.
Is it like chocolate or vanilla cake?
Carrot.
Okay,
Mhm,
interesting.
Kill it.
Hold on, I got 2 more. What size t-shirt does he wear?
The carrot thing really threw me.
The size cannot be comprehended by mortals.
Oh.
Come on, it's like what,
Too
a
many
7XL? Okay.
Where's this
And
big of a t-shirt of the driller that you sent me a picture of earlier?
Oh,
where they I'll send that in chat.
what's the password to his RuneScape account?
What's happening? It's a RuneScape
It's
account.
the number 7, then the word 7, then the number
Oh my
7
God.
again, then
Exclamation point.
I heart puppies. All words.
Oh.
It's actually kind of a
Such a-
pretty strong password.
That's a
Okay.
really strong password.
And then a dollar sign.
Okay, now we can kill it. Oh, he even has a symbol. Okay, that's good.
Don't forget you're hasted.
Oh yeah, what does
I
haste
don't
do
think he
again?
needs
Like gives
Extra
me
attack.
extra attack. Okay.
23 hits.
I don't think you can't not kill it.
Oh, it's only a 13.
13 misses.
Oh, it's only a 15.
15, I believe, misses. Let me just double check its AC.
Oh no. Can
No,
I
15
give-
just hits.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
10. Would you like to describe your kill, Warden?
Oh, well, yes, thank you for asking. Yeah, no, I think with this, oh boy. Basically, I think Warden just like becomes a blender of like just trying to like keep it as like damaged as possible. So like he's trying to like go for different limbs, like he's trying to slice its leg off. And he's using like every kind of like a very flowing attack of just like not really stopping his sword, so just keeping the momentum up. So
Nice.
he goes into like a true edge cut against like the leg, then a false edge against the arm, pulls it back round with a Zverocopter, and just keeps hacking and slashing like a very clean, like flowing motion, just until basically until like it stops regenerating, basically. And even then, he will like thrust into it and like just keep thrusting, just making sure this thing's fucking dead.
Everyone's just
God.
watching in awe. Warden, there is a certain point after it kind of stops regenerating, you start cutting it up into pieces, and you watch as those pieces just slowly turn back into that purple goo, and just slide back towards the pool.
God.
You all watch as it returns to the pool. The pool starts like fizzing and bubbling again before it suddenly
Grandpa.
goes perfectly still and then slowly starts to turn the same color as the coral before hardening over and becoming solid coral.
Okay.
Hey, we did it.
Ugh. Other thing was gonna come back for a second there.
Yeah.
And then it cracked!
Ah!
Can Linger move her coral chains over to the pool and like turn it into like a cool coral sculpture that's
Yes.
like lattice work around the
Absolutely.
yay. It just looks pretty. That's all.
It's pretty.
I mean, all I did was deal 8 points of damage and make some coral rope. So I was like, I'm gonna do something pretty. Little ambient enhancement.
So,
So, a needle
what do you
pulling
guys like
thread,
to
huh?
do?
Let's
What do we do?
You see the mouth of the temple starts to
right.
open
We
back
need
up. The pool is
to-
completely sealed over now. The Kuatoa are starting to like move away from the back wall now. You can see a lot of the strange mutations are starting to like bubble and turn back into normal Kuatoa parts.
Yeah, we need to find out if there is, in fact, because Linger felt the presence of some kind of other magic, right? So, like,
Yes.
is there an
And it very
artifact
clearly
here?
came from the pool.
All right, so like something on the other side of the portal, maybe, is what she was feeling, or
Either that or like something that I'll say, because you did get a very high Arcana score when you did it originally. It's almost like quite possibly something within the same space, but this like corrupting presence was like the more dominant magic, as it were. So like if you then tried to access where that artifact was, this is just in the way, or was. Now the pool has turned into solid coral.
So
guess
it's
she-
gone, though?
yeah. Oh, she's gonna go over and look, like pat around, send Rip to climb through the coral. You know, just I don't know.
Yeah.
Turn him into a little fish so he can. They're there. I don't know. Whatever needs to happen
he can,
here. Just to,
he can absolutely like make his way through the gaps in the coral, and he would report back to you. There
Yeah.
is very definitely like a central column almost inside the center of the pool. And like he's reporting back, most of this coral is very dead now. All like the life had been leached out of it by that corrupting pool. He reckons you could probably either smash through it or
Warden.
find some other way of like opening it.
Warden,
Yep.
can you help me? I need to smash through this.
Warden slap his nuts.
Oh boy. On it. Mitch, so I
Wooden.
need to roll, please.
You do not. You head over. It's like it's solid, but it's still fairly brittle. And it's the kind of thing like just assessing it by yourself. You could tell like a few punches and you could quite easily get through like the top layer easily. And you guys watch as Warden starts like hammering into the coral and it cracks almost immediately. Warden, as the coral cracks, you can see there is like almost like an alcove in a way, just beneath this like surface, and inside you catch a glimpse of what appears to be a black gold urn. Your docent almost immediately is like flashing up, almost like energy levels. There is just this latent power coming from the urn.
Alright. Well, This is probably it. We're going
And
to
you reckon
reach
you
it.
could quite easily just like fingers in the cracks and just pull the coral open and grab.
Yep.
If you wanted to grab.
Warden will take it.
Okay. Warden, as soon as you grab hold of it.
Can I say it's with my
I need you-
artificial hand?
Yes.
Yes.
I need
Okay.
you, please, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Chester healed himself while all this was happening.
I
You're
learned nothing
also
from Raiders of the
hasted.
Lost Ark.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
hasted, so I don't know if that gives you some. I don't know what haste does.
Don't
I don't
think
know. I
it
just
does on
cast-
Constitution. 21 is enough. There is an enormous surge of power through you. The docent immediately starts overloading, and you just immediately start like diverting power inside you. You've been through this enough. You know how you kind of power down at night and all of those sorts of things. When you're injured, you know how to like reroute different life support systems. And you manage to kind of like block out this immense surge of just pure magical power.
Okay.
Yep.
You okay?
Yeah, Warden's just gonna hold the urn aloft.
Yeah, you guys all see like in that brief moment, there's always like a very, very faint glow from the docent, and it just suddenly like bright like headlights, and then
Yeah.
dies down.
I mean, if it's okay with everybody, Linger will take it.
All right, just don't go evil on us and murder us all. That's all I ever ask.
Yeah.
We can take her.
She'll like
No, we can't.
put it with. She's gonna like have her book open and then have the urn and just kind of like show the book the urn.
You place your hands
With it.
Uh-huh.
It's-
and linger.
Uma Oprah? Yeah, okay.
As you place your hands on it, you also feel that like similar surge of just pure magic energy. But as someone with levels in wizard, it's more like just power surging into you in a good way. Like you feel invigorated, you feel stronger. As you kind of hold it near the book, the lid starts to shift slightly, and you can see, just as you peer through into the urn, swirling inside like stardust is just this silvery grey ash.
Okay.
And you know, in your hands, you have the sands of Syldaris.
Cool.
The titular sands. I don't know why I
Right.
said titular. That doesn't make sense.
Okay. So above table, Linger would like to uncap it and see if like Syldaris can like pull his sand safely into the book where it can be stowed, so that we're not just running around with like loose sand.
Interesting.
Um,
I would say that's a really fun idea. The answer is possibly,
okay.
but for now, the answer is, why don't we deal with that?
After
next time.
a break. Okay.
Because I gotta go.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why there
Well,
was
it's timed out
no
well,
break this
actually.
time, because it was a
Yeah.
nice and short session. So thank you everyone for coming along and watching.
Yeah.
Hope you all enjoyed. I hope you players enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
definitely make a note of that idea. Because, cool idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I am going to head off.